Welcome back to Real TV, and I'm Stephen King, the real Stephen King. And may the peace and blessings of the Most High continue to be upon you. May He continue to open your eyes and you understand this world that you're living in, where you can begin to see what's coming and take this life and this world that you're living in seriously. Put away of the games. Do away with the foolishness because the world is on fire. And I ask that you watch this video into its entirety because it's important for you and it's definitely important for your family and the people that you love because the world is on fire. 2 years ago, a war was publicized about Ukraine and Russia, and thousands of people are being slaughtered. And I know you probably heard reports of Russia winning, Ukraine winning. That doesn't even matter, man. What matters is it's thousands of people that's being blown apart, that's being killed on a day-to-day basis. And it's not just Ukraine. It's the U.S., it's the U.K., because these are the people that's been providing aid, financial aid, and weapons for this war to continue to go on. So it's not just a war between Ukraine and Russia, it's a war against the United States and the UK, the European Union, because everybody have been providing assistance in that part of the world in this war against Russia. Now you have a war that's going on in Palestine. Israel is bombing the shit out the Palestinians, and it's thousands of people that are being massacred. Now this war has spread over into Yemen because the Houthis say, hey, we're going to back our brothers in Palestine. So they have effectively stopped world trade in the Red Sea through firing missiles at ships, taking over ships. And the United States have sent their destroyers in and they have fired missiles inside of Yemen. There's a lot going on. And this war is continuing to spread and spread and spread. Now you have Iran in the picture because it was some terrorist attacks during the remembrance of General Soleimani that was killed in Iraq. And during his remembrance, it was some terrorist attacks that killed over, I think, like 100 people in Iran. And Iran immediately blamed Israel for these attacks. So now you have Iran firing missiles inside of Iraq. They have fired missiles inside of Syria. And now they have even fired missiles inside of Pakistan, saying that they were hitting Israeli targets. This war is continuing to spread. And just this morning, you had Pakistan fire missiles over into Iran. These things are getting out of control. And see, what you don't understand is it's a lot of players that's trying to be behind the scenes. But I want you to think about this. If you don't believe the things that I'm saying, if you're into it with somebody, and just say that person came to me and say, hey, I don't like this person, and some things I want to do to this person, or whatever the case may be, and I provide them with a weapon, or I provide them with money or assistance in harming you. That means essentially that I'm involved in this war against you. So when you see these aid packages that's constantly being sent to these different countries, when you're seeing weapons being sent to these different countries, that means that these other countries are in concert with whatever country that's at war with another country, that they're in on it too, that these countries are actually at war with whoever they're aiding. These things finna get out of control, man. They're already out of control. Now you have the quote unquote uh, the alien invasion in Miami, where people are saying that it was aliens walking amongst them, or whatever the case may be. Which I don't know. I have no idea whether this is real or not. But the thing that's real is that one of the sheriffs in Florida put out a public announcement, and he told the people of Florida that if you don't have a weapon and you're comfortable with having a weapon, go and get one. If you could have one legally, go and get a firearm and learn how to use it. And if you shoot somebody, shoot them as many as times as you can. This is the sheriff in Florida telling the public to arm themselves. It's something coming, man. There's some shit finna hit the fan. It's already hitting the fan. Now you got all this stuff going on. You got all these wars. You got all these different players that have entered the fray. They're saying, "Hey, we standing our ground." Missiles are being shot into multiple countries. You have a migrant crisis that's going on. You have all these hundreds of thousands of people that they're constantly letting into America. Something is finna happen, man. Something major is finna happen inside of America. And you need to be paying attention. All these ratchet ass shows that y'all out here watching, all these silly materialistic things that's constantly on your mind, all this foolishness that's keeping you distracted. You better start toning that shit out. You know, you might wake up one day and the money ain't worth shit. You know, for a lot of people that's dependent on the police department, the sheriff department, guess what, man? When this shit hit the fan, these people are gonna be busy trying to protect their own families, man. They're not gonna be worried about you, man. So you need to be getting in a position today to figure out when this shit hit the fan over here, how you gonna protect yourself? How you gonna protect your family? And see, these are conversations that I've been having for years, man. You know, but I allow myself to get distracted. I allow myself to get myself involved in things that really wasn't important because you get caught up in the ways of the world. And when you get caught up in the ways of the world, a fucking tidal wave will hit you and you won't even see it coming. It's wintertime right now. And we're gonna have to deal with this weather for a while. You know, they talk about the infrastructure in America being weak. What if all the lights go out? What if the water get cut off? See, that's what the Palestinians experiencing right now. Israel cut the water off, they cut the electricity off, they cut off trade coming into the country so they can't even get the food and the substance that's needed. These people are being destroyed. And for the fools that think because you in America that America is almighty, all powerful, that these things are not gonna come home and affect you, you better get out of that thinking, man. You know, these other countries right now is showing the United States, they're showing Europe that, hey, we done reached our limit, man. Y'all gonna have to come on with the come on, man, because we ain't backing down no more, man. So you need to be thinking about these things. You need to be paying attention to world events. Who knows when the powder keg is gonna finally explode everywhere? Who knows? But with all this stuff that's going on right now, it's real close. Very close. to get your mind together, to get your spirit together. You need to pay attention to the things that's really important in your life, you know. And for